everyone, this is Rabbit Ball Animation Bliss, and welcome to the International Cartoon Corner. So today's international cartoon we talk about today is Dogtanian and the Three Muskehounds. And before I get into my thoughts about this series, I would like to let everyone know that new videos will be posted up every Sunday. It could be Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Sunday evening, depending on when I could get the videos posted up. And if you happen to see any videos posted up during the week, that must mean there was a bit of anime news released during the week that we wanted to cover. So those would be considered special videos. And every Monday, we have the top 50 animated facts series where we go over 15 facts dealing with the animated series that was suggested by the viewers. So tune in every Monday for the top 50 animated facts series. So now let's get into this series, Dogtanian and the Three Muskehounds. And this series was made in 1981, and basically what the series is about a young dog named Dogtanian who dreams of being a musketeer. And one day, one of the guards from the king, one of the king's guards came and told Dogtanian that he could go ahead and train under Monsieur Trevel and to become a musketeer. So Dogtanian goes all the way to Paris to try to train to be a three musketeer. To be a musketeer, and along the way he meets up with the three musketeers who are already training there, and who are already musketeers themselves. And D'Artagnan spends most of the series trying to train to become a famous musketeer like the three musketeers themselves. And that's basically what the show is all about. It's a pretty faithful adaptation to the Three Musketeers. Except it's called D'Artagnan and the Three Muskehounds. And it's basically most of the main characters are all dogs. So that's the main difference between the original book and the this series. So what are my thoughts about D'Artagnan and the Three Muskehounds? I really enjoyed this series. I wish I actually saw this show when I was younger. I was actually surprised that I never heard of the show before until just recently. So, there's that. But, yeah, I wish I watched the show when I was younger because I really enjoyed this show. I think it's a great adaptation of the Three Musketeers. I really like how the characters were being portrayed in this show. Like I like the fact that D'Artagnan did start off a little bratty, but then as the show goes on, he becomes much more mature as a character, especially when he starts training with the Three Musketeers. And I really enjoy all the adventures that D'Artagnan goes on with his friends and how he's trying to protect the king from Cardinal Rusku, who's like the rival to the Three Musketeers, and how the Cardinal keeps constantly trying to make up plans to make sure that the Three Musketeers don't become good in the king's eyes or something like that, and they want to try to rule the king's army themselves instead of the Three Musketeers. So I really like that aspect of the story, and I think the animation is very well done for the time it came out, 1981. I think it was partially made in Japan, but it was also made in Spain. So it's kind of the animation was kind of co-produced in terms of being in Japan, being made partially in Japan and partially in Spain. But it's mostly a Spanish project, which is great, a Spanish series, which is great because I rarely see a lot of cartoons come out of Spain. So I like the fact there is a cartoon series that came out of Spain, and it's a really good series. So I really enjoy the series. I think it's a great adaptation of the Three Musketeers. Overall, I definitely recommend you check out D'Artagnan and the Three Musketeers, Musket Hounds, especially if you're a huge fan of the Three Musketeers. It's a very faithful adaptation of the series, and it's definitely one series that's really exciting and you'll definitely love if you're a huge fan of the Three Musketeers. So that's my review on Dogtanian and Three Musket Hounds, and be sure to follow us on Twitter so we can keep you updated on any new videos we post up, and also like our Facebook page. And also, if you want to check out the top 15 animated facts videos early, like at least 2 to 3 days early, then you could go ahead and check it out on Patreon. Um, if you want to check out the top 15 facts, anime facts videos early before we post them up on Monday. The thing is, you have to pay like the $3 tier to view to have like early access to these videos. But yeah, if you want to have early access to videos on Animation Bliss, if they're made at least like 2 to 3 days before Monday, then you get a chance to view them on Patreon. But it's just you have to pay the $3 tier to view them. To have early access to these videos. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rabbit Animation Bliss, and I'll see you later.